Woke up, it's a beautiful day. Got a fresh pair of J's and I'm out to get paid. Came from the bottom, gotta find a new way. And I think it's gonna start today. Hey, when life get crazy and shit be going wrong, I take the time out to put words.
Okay, we have another edition of the Swag Science, episode 12. This edition gonna deal with the upcoming fight between Berto and Robert Guerrero. First off, I want to apologize for not doing the standard swag science I usually do with the commentating over the videos and the breakdown of each fighter and yada yada yada. Didn't really have the time to do it for this fight because, as you see, November's been a stacked month of fights. So I'm gonna just run through this one real quick. First off, this is a pretty interesting matchup. I don't think it's the greatest one, but it's good. I don't mind seeing this fight. Neither fighter looked too impressive to me on their last fight. Robert Guerrero, I feel he won like a 7-5 rounds, you know, type of 115, 113 type of decision in his last fight with that guy on Showtime. Forget his name, but you know, he was a top 10 welterweight fighter. He didn't really impress me in that fight. And Berto fought late last year. Although he won and got the stoppage, he didn't really impress me too much with his performance. So both guys are coming in on the same type of momentum. But what I want to say about this matchup, I think Berto takes it hands down. Although he's a flawed fighter and Guerrero's flawed as well, but Berto just brings more to the table. Just more explosive, just faster, harder puncher, better puncher. Just all around, I believe he's faced a better competition. The whole southpaw angle that Guerrero brings, I don't think that's going to be a big deal to Berto, because Berto has faced some quality southpaws before. He's beaten Arango, Collazo, although it was close. He lost to Ortiz. He's beaten Carlos Quintana. So a lot of those fighters he's beaten just high quality opponents in Guerrero. Guerrero, he's skilled, and you saw his skill more at the lighter weights, but he lost his power, you know, moving up in weight. He's not as quick, and he's just plain more hittable now. So I really don't see him doing anything to stop Berto from doing those offensive speed bursts where he goes in there, he throws 3 and 4 hard concussive type punches. Because Berto can punch. Guerrero's tough, he has a chin, and he's a fighter's fighter. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do what he has to do to survive. But I really see Berto just taking him apart. Berto might lose on the boxing part as far as the boxing moments of the fight, because Guerrero, he can box, good use of the ring. But when it starts going into those exchanges, that's where you're going to really see Berto shine in this. And one thing about Berto, he's not really a good inside fighter, but he can throw some good body shots. He needs to do it more often. But from the outside and mid-range, great speed. He's going to come in there and just really put hands on Guerrero. I don't see Guerrero really troubling Berto like that as far as hurting him. He'll win some rounds for as long as it lasts. But hands down, I think Berto wins this fight. As far as how, I want to say a late stoppage with Berto. I do feel Berto could come in there real quick and blitz him out. But Guerrero's tough. I think he's going to hang in there for a little bit. Now, Berto usually, when it gets to later in the rounds, he kind of jumps on his bicycle a little bit and he kind of tries to box a little more. You saw that in the Juan Arango fight. You saw a little bit of it in the Victor Ortiz fight. I don't think he's going to do that in this fight if it gets to the later rounds. The reason being because Guerrero really doesn't have anything that could trouble Berto. Berto, he could be hurt. He's tough. But I think his chin is going to hold up to anything Guerrero could land. So I'll go ahead with my gut feeling on this. Berto by like a late stoppage. If it's not stoppage, I would say a unanimous decision. But I'm going to really just go with the stoppage. So Berto by late stoppage. I think he's just too much, too explosive, too quick. I promise you, Guerrero hasn't been in there with anybody with the type of attributes Berto has, you know, as far as a caliber of opponents. It's just, hands down, just a better fighter. And both fighters are flawed, like I said, but in this matchup, styles make fights. Berto wins this hands down, late stoppage. I'll be surprised if Guerrero wins this fight. That's just my opinion on this. I'd really be surprised if he wins this. So, Berto by late KO. Make that look pretty right there. Berto by late KO, stoppage, technical knockout, whatever you want to call it. Just too much. That's all I got to say about this fight. Hopefully it lives up to it as far as being interesting and it plays out and it's exciting. I think we'll get some good exchanges, and that's it.